Okay, it is Sunday, July 7th, post 4th of July edition of your favorite show, guys, the Perkins Group podcast. Took a couple months off, kind of doing this show at my own pace. One of the ideas that came into my head as I work on my MBA program, and the point of this short is why I don't see a lot of value in MBAs in general. And kind of just my reasonings for, yes, I'm in the program right now. A lot of my friends know that I've been doing this program for quite a few years. And I would say my motivation to get it finished is solely based off of the fact that when I was actually truly motivated to finish it, I've gotten so much done. Now I feel like it'd be a complete waste of time if I didn't finish it. And me personally, doing this MBA program, I see absolutely no value in my career path and what I do and it bettering my essentially, right, financial future going forward. 99.9% of people are going to do an MBA for one reason. That is pretty much the same reason why anybody's going to get any form of college degree, and that's going to be to make more money. This MBA is not going to make me any more money or improve my career any further. It may have a minor benefit with kind of what I do for my 9 to 5 in the current company I work for. Maybe it opens some doors of jobs that I can apply for, but ultimately, it's not going to be anything within this framework that I'm going to make an immediate $50,000 a year pay raise. You know, I told a lot of my friends about this. I think the ultimate MBA that I've learned the last few years has actually been through running my own business and running the rental property business, the Perkins Group. You know, I wear a lot of different hats when it comes to this business. I am the accountant. I run the social media page. I do this little side podcast thing to hopefully provide you guys some entertainment and also some value in my experiences and lessons through running my own business. But then I do a lot of other things too. Work with contractors. I do a lot of the scheduling with contractors. I manage the books, all different hats that I wear doing these projects to actually run my company. That's where my true MBA came from. That's the kind of the school of hard knocks and a lot of the experiences that I put into place to actually understand how a true business works. When I was doing this MBA program, I really had one class in mind that I was really, really interested in learning. There was a class called Real Estate Finance and Investments. You know, I thought about it from my standpoint, this would be an absolutely perfect class for me to take. You know, I learned a little bit about some of the more, I would say, intricate details, some of the more advanced things that you would need to know if you want to become a very sophisticated rental property investor. So I was going to learn about things such as like alternative financing methods, how to network with more real estate professionals to maybe find a little bit better deals than some of the avenues I have talked about and some of the avenues I have done before. But what was actually funny is when I started that class, you know, our teacher opened the class session, and this is all online class sessions, which I have my own opinions on all online learning environment, but I'll save that for a different time. But the first question I asked my professor was, hey, professor, I'm very curious about when you manage your rental properties, what do you look for alternative investing methods? And do you do any pre-work to kind of determine what your returns would be if you have to do a bunch of, let's just say, pre-work maintenance to actually get the property up to scale? Like, do you have a better metric or a better way of actually defining this criteria? You know, because I had some issues when I was looking through mine, kind of how to understand how to keep my costs as low as possible, but also not sacrifice quality in the materials I put in. Just kind of looking from guidance from a professor and who you would see as an expert. The first word he said back to me when I asked him this question was, I actually don't own any rental property. So what is the purpose of teaching a real estate finance investments class if you own no investment property? From that point forward, I completely understood and completely saw the writing on the wall that this MBA program was a complete waste of time for me. Like I said, guys, just kind of my rant and my opinions on the MBA program. It works for some. It probably doesn't work for some others. In my case, it absolutely does not work for me and what my career goals are. But like I said, guys, just wanted to give you my insight on this post 4th of July edition of the Perkins Group podcast. As always, guys, if you like this content, if you like this show, please go to all of our social media channels on Instagram at the Perkins Group LLC. Check us out on our website, www.perkinsgroup.llc. And of course, as always, as you listen to the show, check us out on Apple, Spotify, subscribe to the show, guys, and of course, rate 5 stars. Hey guys, if you're still listening up to this point, you guessed it. That's the end of the episode. If you have any questions, comments, future podcast recommendations, or even just want to leave a message, please check us out on Instagram at the Perkins Group LLC or on our website, www.perkinsgroup.llc. As always, we appreciate your support and please subscribe to the show on whichever platform you get your podcasts from.